Greetings, I am the Soviet Warlord, and today I am bringing you another episode of Stakhanov's Builds. In this episode, I'll be covering the long-awaited Lex Heavy Pistol. The Lex is a devastatingly high-power pistol. It requires no mastery rank to use and can be bought directly from the marketplace for 50,000 credits. The Lex's anti-corpus game is very bad, with only 7 impact. Do not use this weapon against any kind of shielded targets unless low level. However, when going up against Grineer, this thing stays well within its niche with 56 puncture damage as standard. However, taking this against the infested is also ill-advised with only 6 slash damage. So that makes the Lex a very specialised anti-armour weapon. With high damage comes some sorts of penalties and other benefits. Although the recorded accuracy value of the Lex is 16, accuracy is calculated through recoil and bullet spread. The spread on this weapon is very low. You'll be able to snipe enemies from insanely long distances with a Lex. A very accurate pistol. However, damage and accuracy is paid for and offset by 1.1 round per second, the slowest of all pistols in game. On top of that, your magazine is very small with only 6 bullets. It's very important then that you make sure every shot counts. As well as the very small magazine, you'll need a whopping 2.3 seconds to reload this pistol. It's imperative that you keep your aim rock steady. Strangely though, the Lex does have a 15% critical hit chance, as well as a 10% proc chance as standard. My build is going to revolve around a Dirty Harry style of gameplay, challenging the Grineer to make your day, while you punish them with accuracy and headshots. While the Lex lacks the magazine size and reload speed, the damage makes a mockery of everything. It's like weight, it's not about having it, it's how you throw it around. Almost as a formality then, Hornet Strike and Barrel Diffusion are 2 absolute must-haves, allowing for a free 220% extra base damage, followed immediately by double damage from your doubled up shots, from your multi-shots. There is no reason not to run these 2, and they're probably the standard on every pistol in the game. Next, our ability to kill armour is addressed even further. No return is the ultimate way to show the Grineer who's boss. With 60% more puncture damage at no detriment whatsoever, which is already amplified by our previous 2 mods, even heavies are going to suffer at your hand, as well as the foot soldiers. For a weapon that is so heavily Grineer based, there's no reason not to put this one on either. Grineer appear to be a mix of armour and health. This next mod is going to act as a force multiplier to tap straight into that health. Heated Charge grants fire damage with the bonus of increased effect against Grineer. While not as effective as other elementals, it certainly hurts. But be warned on where you place this mod in your selection of 8 though, as we will be working with multiple elementals, and it's key that they mix in the correct fashion. Next, we work on taking the hurt to the Grineer in their key weakness. The first prerequisite to this will be Convulsion, bringing electric power to your gun. However, if placed incorrectly, you'll be giving radiation damage instead as your mixed damage type, which is a huge cut below what we're trying to achieve. In order to unlock that damage, pathogen rounds, although reportedly very difficult to get, will be our mixer with Convulsion, creating corrosive damage, a substantial Grineer killer. Although the figures change very often, the Grineer suffer around 75% more damage against corrosive attacks as opposed to anything else. And with a pistol as strong as the Lex, capitalising will murder even the toughest bosses in just a few shots. Since we only have 6 rounds at our disposal, it will be very easy to suggest a modification for a higher mag capacity. But again, it's all about how you throw your weight around. And instead, we put the accuracy to very good use by electing Seeker as our next modification. Seeker will get you into good habits early by forcing you to aim properly and not to waste any of those very precious 6 bullets. Adding more bullets may encourage carelessness, but if it works better for you, use it. But by all means, try to stay accurate, it's very important. Although slightly contradictory to my previous point, firing a measly 1.1 round per second is a hindrance, even if accuracy is paramount. Sometimes you may be faced with groups of enemies or lines of them, and sometimes you won't have the time to wait between your shots. For this reason, we elect a lethal torrent to shorten this mandatory delay. Although Gunslinger has a higher net benefit, the additional chances for a third shot and potentially triple damage is a bonus that's too good to omit, and that is why I elect this instead of Gunslinger. With practice, someone with very good reflexes can snap onto targets and kill them with frightening precision, even with headshots, and multiple targets in a row. And also, coupled with Seeker, it will give you ammo efficiency to die for. This makes a very perfect pairing for the Lex. If your reflexes are up to standard, you'll kill anything. That's my build. The Lex is a deadly accurate pocket sniper rifle that hits like a truck and laughs at armoured threats from any distance. And with power like this, you'll quickly be known as WarFrame's own Clint Eastwood, complemented by corrosive power and molten bullets to make a mockery of any target. But pay careful attention to the order of my elemental modifications. Convulsion and pathogen rounds need to be closer to slot 1, which in this case is Hornet Strike. Hornet Strike being slot 1, Lethal Torrent slot 4, Barrel Diffusion slot 5, and Seeker slot 8. Convulsion and pathogen rounds need to occur first in the order. Heated charge must be an afterthought to ensure that they mix correctly. Setting them up in the way I have ensures that you get corrosive plus fire instead of anything else. Although possible to have a lower power version of this build, in order to maximise it, 5 formers are necessary. Although extremely costly, the Lex is well worth this investment, and it will not fail you if you choose to take it all the way. The Lex is by far one of the hardest hitting and one of the most satisfying weapons to use. Should you be able to master this, it will serve you extremely well and will take down any Grineer just by looking at them. Put the time in with the Lex and you will not regret anything. And most of all, when you're done, make sure the Grineer make your day. I am the Soviet Warlord, and this has been an episode of Stakhanov's Builds. Join me again next time, and I'll be covering the Karak, the new assault rifle. Peace out.